Hello and welcome to our special show Cinema and Swadeshi Spirits. I'm your host Jyotika and with me is my colleague Rukma.
Hello Jyotika and viewers, a very warm welcome from me as well. Swadeshi, as we all know, means being Indian, promoting the greatness of India, her culture, traditions and values. Films in India, especially Bollywood, have played a major role in fueling and exhorting emotions and values of Swadeshi. In a relationship that has worked both ways, Hindi films have shaped what the audience thinks and also reflected popular public discourse. Film, therefore, has been a dialogue.
Well, in India, this dialogue has shaped what Swadeshi has meant for us since before independence, becoming an important component in the nation-building process. Multiple imaginations of the nation have been projected on the silver screen, from the silent era to newsreels to popular television in the 1980s. Often, a number of, sometimes even oppositional, interpretations of nationalism have coexisted at the same time.
Starting off with Raja Harishchandra, India's first feature film, made by Dhundiraj Govind Phalke, the great Dada Saheb Phalke. The year 1913. The dream of a true visionary to see Indian images move on the screen in what he called the Swadeshi film, inspired by the term popularized by the great patriotic leader Bal Gangadhar Tilak, thus became a reality. It is said that inspiration for Phalke came when he was watching the imported film Life of Christ on an Easter Sunday of 1911. Phalke started visualizing mentally the images of Indian gods and goddesses. The phenomenal success of Raja Harishchandra was kept up by Phalke with a series of mythologicals that followed: Mohini Bhasmashu, Lanka Dahan, Shri Krishna Janma and Kalya Mardan. Films such as Shri Krishna Janam, Lanka Dahan promoted anti-colonial forms of nationalism by locating Indian values in an idealized past. These values were then posited as culturally superior to the Western values represented by the British Raj in India. The thought was that a return to these values would strengthen the freedom movement in India. Immediately after independence, development was a national goal that India was put in pursuit of. As the 5-year plans were formulated for industrialization and to support the agriculture sector, this form of Swadeshi was adapted to the silver screen through the creation of the 5-year plan hero, who represented the ideal in many ways. That actor was Dilip Kumar, and the most prominent films of this kind were Naya Daur, showing the debate surrounding the spirit of industrialization as necessary for national development. The film's plot is a man versus machine underdog tale, involving a race between a village Tongawala who rides a Tonga horse cart against a landlord who drives a bus.
हम मेहनत वालों ने जब भी मिलकर कदम बढ़ाया, सागर ने रास्ता छोड़ा, पर्वत ने शीश झुकाया। गोद में तोरी सुख के सागर खेलत मैया, यही में सोना उपजे, यही में बरसे अमृत मैया.
Films like Dharti Ke Laal, 1946, made with the vision of ushering in the Soviet model of collective farming, spearheaded by the Indian People's Theatre Association. All these films celebrated the ideals of modern India of that time. Developing cities, roads, dams, bridges, doctors and engineers being the emblem of modernity. Other realist films like Mother India, 1957, the story of a poverty-stricken village woman, Radha. Lots of Hindu mythology. The lead character, a representation of an Indian woman, reflecting high moral values and the concept of what it means to be a mother to society through self-sacrifice. India as a nation after independence, a strong sense of nationalism, nation building, and Radha as a symbol of women empowerment.
धरती कहे पुकार के बीज बिछा ले प्यार के मौसम बीता जा.
Do Bigha Zameen, 1953. Forewarning what might happen if the Indian state did not address rural distress, directed by Bimal Roy. Based on Tagore's Bengali poem, Dui Bigha Zameen, an important film and a trend-setter.
अपनी कहानी छोड़ जा, कुछ तो निशानी छोड़ जा, कौन कहे इस ओर तू फिर आए ना.
There was a time when Manoj Kumar was the first name that popped into one's mind when one thought of films and 15th August came. Even today, when critics seem to brand every other film that has the tricolour unfurling or some character saying that they love India as patriotic, no other actor can even imagine staking a claim for the spot that Manoj Bharat Kumar occupies.
मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला, मेरा रंग दे, ओ मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला, ओए रंग दे बसंती चोला.
Manoj Kumar, the actor whom fans fondly called Bharat Kumar, symbolized a brand of Swadeshi that few have succeeded in replicating.
अपनी जान पे जिस चोले को पहन शिवाजी खेले अपनी.
In Shaheed, based on the heroics of Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev, in this 1965 film, Manoj Kumar plays Bhagat with elan.
मेरे देश की धरती
In many ways, Upkar is the penultimate patriotic film, capturing the essence of patriotism evocatively. The story of a simple but proud farmer who believes that his motherland, Desh Ki Dharti, produces gold and also gives birth to exceptional men and women who would not bat an eyelid before making the supreme sacrifice for their brethren.
है प्रीत जहाँ की रीत सदा, है प्रीत जहाँ की रीत सदा, मैं गीत वहाँ.
In Purab Aur Paschim, he showed how being an Indian meant something else that made him our hero. The film had a simple theme at its heart to target those who have forgotten the real India in the attraction towards Western culture.
नमस्ते सर, मेरा नाम है अर्जुन सिंह. 5000 साल पुरानी सभ्यता की वजह से हम हिंदुस्तानी सबको ऐसे ही झुक के प्रणाम करते हैं.
When we greet one another, we fold our hands in Namaste because we believe that God resides in the heart of every human being.
It later inspired Namaste London in 2007, a Desi Munda winning the love of his life while highlighting the greatness of Indian culture.
कुछ और खूबियां भी है हमारे पास. वो सब जानने के लिए मैं मनोज कुमार की पूरब और पश्चिम की डीवीडी आपको भेज दूंगा. इन्हें दे देना.
मैं ना भूलूंगा,
मैं ना भूलूंगी.
Also endearing were Manoj Kumar's roles in Roti, Kapda aur Makan and Kranti.
इन रस्मों को, इन कसमों को, इन रिश्ते नातों को.
Hindi cinema experienced a metamorphosis of sorts of around the 90s, and so did the values of Swadeshi, of love for the motherland and the nation. The 1990s proved to be the tipping point, with old ideas of socialism making way for economic liberalization in India. As the Indian economy gradually opened up to the world, Hindi cinema started catering to the growing influence of the Indian diaspora.
A number of love stories since the mid-1990s have invoked a general love for India. The first appearance of such Swadeshi sentiments is probably Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge of 1995, where the plot repeatedly referenced the soil of the land and Indian values. The NRI father living in London keeps talking of Indian roots and Indian culture. He gets a letter from home and says it smells of home.
लंदन देखा, पेरिस देखा, लंदन देखा,
We saw another version of this in Pardes, 1997, where an NRI family comes to India to look for a true Indian bride and sings I Love My India.
दूसरा हिंदुस्तान, दूसरा हिंदुस्तान.
In fact, Karan Johar's films have repeatedly referenced this India love, almost always with reference to NRIs. In Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, 2001, there is a sequence where the national anthem is sung at a British school function and the tricolour is raised.
कुछ ना कहो, कुछ भी ना कहो.
Another romantic film with a truly Swadeshi theme was 1942, A Love Story, released in 1994. 1942 was the bloodiest year in Indian history. Police brutality was at its peak. Cries of "Quit India" rent the air. In this atmosphere, Naren, the son of a Raj loyalist who only wants to become a Rai Bahadur, meets Rajeshwari, the daughter of a revolutionary plotting to kill the British general.
Movies can change the world. In a world which churns out think pieces, podcasts, extensive reportage by the minute, a well-made film with its audiovisual elements can have a greater impact than any other source of media. Even when it comes to getting us riled up about our country, when the hero upholds that Indian flag and shouts slogans as he makes the supreme sacrifice in the fight against the enemy, it fills us with this pride about the motherland. Over the years, many directors have portrayed these values as practiced by the Indian Army and are brave soldiers in the force in numerous war movies. Here are a few such which provoked this pure feeling for our nation and made us cheer for her.
ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों by Kavi Pradeep, sung by Lata Mangeshkar commemorating Indian soldiers who died during the Sino-Indian War in 1962. Performed live on 26 January 1963 at the National Stadium in New Delhi on Republic Day, just 2 months after the end of the war.
कर चले हम पिता जानपन साथियों हम तुम्हारे हवाले.
This was when India saw the release of Hakikat, one of the first properly made war films in the country. And just like the song, The movie reflected the spirit of the nation at that time, after the huge losses suffered in the war against China.
नब्ज़ जमती गई, फिर भी बढ़ते कदम को न रुकने दिया। कट गए सर हमारे तो कुछ गम नहीं, सर हिमालय का हमने न झुकने दिया।
South Hindustani. Based on the Goa liberation, this film, which served as the debut of the phenomenon called Amitabh Bachchan, would see him play one of the 7 Indians who attempt to free Goa from the clutches of the Portuguese.
संदेशे आते हैं, हमें तड़पाते हैं, वो चिट्ठी आती है, वो पूछे जाती है।
Border, J.P. Datta's unfettered recreation of the Longewala battle from 1971 saw Sunny Paji using a bazooka to annihilate the Dushman Pakistan soldiers, with Jackie Biru providing air support.
हमें तड़पाते हैं, जो चिट्ठी आती है, वो पूछे जाती है कि घर कब आओ।
1971, Manoj Bajpayee's film about a bunch of Indian army men fleeing from the enemy instilled in all of us a fear for the armed forces personnel.
यही रास्ता है तेरा, तूने अब जाना है।
Lakshya, a clueless kid finding the meaning of life atop a hill at 26,000 feet after defeating insurgents from Pakistan.
यही रास्ता है तेरा, तूने अब जाना है।
Diwar. Let's bring our heroes back. Based on Indian Army officers imprisoned on the other side of the LOC, this movie boasts of compelling performances from its cast, including Amitabh Bachchan, Sanjay Dutt, Akshay Khanna and KK Menon.
पता तो मैं लगा के रहूंगा खान। हे खान, मजा आ गया।
कमांडर अर्जुन कहाँ है?
ये सिर्फ सर्च ऑपरेशन है। एनिमी की प्रेजेंस हुई तो रिपोर्ट करो।
और अगर दुश्मन मेरे सामने आ जाए तो मैं क्या सिर्फ रिपोर्ट करूंगा? आपके इंस्ट्रक्शंस के लिए वेट करूंगा।
The Ghazi attack, India's first underwater film, tried to recreate a submarine war between the INS Vikrant and Pakistan's submarine Ghazi, who in spite of the odds against them, annihilated the Pakistanis.
Jai Hind! Jai Hind!
LOC Kargil, 2003. Set against the backdrop of the 1999 Kargil War, it highlighted the story of Indian soldiers who were a part of Operation Vijay.
साथियों तुमको मिले, जीत ही जीत सदा।
एक तू ही भरोसा, एक तू ही सहारा, इस तेरे जहां में नहीं कोई हमारा।
Pukar, Lata Mangeshkar singing an A.R. Rahman composition as a call for peace, even as Anil Kapoor and Madhuri Dixit stop a town hall explosion in the nick of time. Santoshi's film left us proud Indians.
उजड़ी हुई बस्ती में ये तड़प रहे इंसान, हमसे न देखा जाए बर्बादियों का समा, उजड़ी हुई बस्ती में ये तड़प रहे
So that's all in our this episode. We'll be back with another episode where we will showcase how the struggle for Indian independence was not only a men-led troop fighting and sacrificing on the battleground.
There were many women freedom fighters who played significant roles in gaining independence for the nation. Also, who are the actors who showed the greatest patriotism in Indian cinema? Lots more would be there, so keep watching. Jai Hind!